Art and Fear, Chapter 5. After talking about fear, audience, and process, the authors now explore something very personal: your artistic voice and identity. How your art becomes uniquely yours, and why that can be both liberating and scary. Core idea of Chapter 5. The art you make is inevitably a reflection of you, your interests, quirks, obsessions, and limitations. Your task is not to imitate others or try to make important art, but to find and trust the work that you only can make. Key lessons. Number one, your work is about you. Every choice you make, subject, style, medium, even mistakes, reveals something about you. Over time, your body of work becomes a portrait of your mind. This is why making art can feel so vulnerable. Rejection can feel like rejection of yourself. Number two, style emerges naturally. Many artists worry about finding their style. The authors argue you don't need to force it. Your style will emerge naturally from consistent work. Your preferences, habits, and constraints leave fingerprints on everything you make. Don't chase originality. Keep working, and your originality will show up. Make the art you care about. Trying to make art that seems important or fashionable often rings hollow. Your best work comes from making what genuinely interests you, even if it feels small or strange. Audiences respond to authenticity more than to attempts to impress. Number 4. Don't copy, converse. Studying other artists is crucial, but don't just imitate them. Treat their work as a conversation starter. What do you agree with, resist, want to add? Over time, you stop being a student copying teachers and start being a peer contributing to the dialogue. Number 5. Fear of showing too much. Because your work is personal, you may feel exposed, but the very things that feel too personal are often what connect most deeply with others. Practical takeaways. Number 1. Trust your interests. If something fascinates you, pursue it, even if you think no one else will care. Number 2. Keep producing work. Your voice emerges through quantity and persistence, not through overthinking. Study others, but don't lose yourself. Learn techniques, analyze their decisions, but return to what excites you. Number 4. Allow vulnerability. Be willing to share the work that feels risky. That's where connection happens. Exercises for this chapter. Influence map. List your top 5 artistic influences. For each, write what you admire and what you would be would do differently. Number two, personal obsessions list. Write 10 topics, themes, or images you keep coming back to. Make a piece using at least 3 of them. Number 3, Voice Finder Challenge. Make 5 quick pieces in a row. No editing, then look for patterns, colors, themes, tone. These patterns hint at your natural style. Number 4, Risky Piece. Make one piece that feels almost too personal to share, then show it to one trusted person. Notes their reaction. At the end of chapter, common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Number 1, over imitation, getting stuck copying a favorite artist forever. Number 2, chasing trends, making what's popular instead of what matters to you. Number 3, self censorship, avoiding personal work out of fear of exposure. End of chapter 5. Chapter 6. At this stage, the authors shift from personal to the external systems of the art world, galleries, critics, academia, markets, and how they can both support and distort your artistic growth. Chapter 6, The Outside World and Your Work. Core idea of Chapter 6, The Art World. Schools, critics, galleries, online platforms shapes how we think about art. But if you depend on it for meaning, you risk losing touch with your own vision. Learn to use external systems wisely without letting them control what you make. Key lessons from the chapter. Number 1, the art world is not the whole world. The official art world, galleries, journals, critics, represents just one slice of human creativity. Most art made throughout history was never in galleries, yet it mattered deeply to people. Your work has value even if it never enters that system. Number 2, institutions teach skills and biases. Art schools and formal training can be helpful. They teach technique, history, and discipline, but they also create expectations. What is good art? What counts as serious? These expectations can crush your individuality if you are not careful. Number 3, critics and gatekeepers. Critics can help by deepening understanding, but they can also intimidate or alienate. Don't make art to satisfy critics. Make art that satisfies your own artistic questions. Learn from feedback, but keep control of your direction. Number 4, the market problem. Selling art can be affirming. It shows someone values your work, but chasing sales can tempt you to make safe or popular work at the cost of authenticity. Healthy approach, let sales support your work, not dictate it. Number 5, fame versus longevity. The authors remind us that many great artists were ignored in their lifetimes. Your job is to make the work, not to predict or control how the world will treat it. Practical takeaways. Number one, detach self worth from external systems. Whether critics praise you or ignore you, your work still matters. Number two, use institutions as tools. Take what's useful, skills, networks, and ignore what stifles you. Number three, stay grounded in personal vision. Let your internal compass guide your next project, not the market trends. Number four, see the big picture. Your art is part of a much larger conversation than the current season's shows or bestseller lists. Exercises for this chapter. Number one, art world map. Write down all the systems your art interacts with: school, galleries, social media, friends. Circle the ones that energize you and cross out the ones that drain you. Number two, private commissions. Make one piece this week as if no one but you will ever see it, free from audience or market demands. Number three, critic detox. Go 1 week without reading reviews, likes, comments, or outside opinions. Notes how it changes your mood and output. Number four, alternative venue. Share your art somewhere outside the usual system: a friend's living room, a local cafe, a WhatsApp group, to remind yourself art is for people, not for institutions. Common pitfalls: over reliance on validation, feeling like you are not a real artist without gallery shows or big sales. Cynicism about institutions. Rejecting all systems can isolate you and keep your work hidden. Chasing trends. Letting what sells or gets likes dictate your next project. End of chapter 6. Chapter 7 of Art and Fear by David Bayles and Ted Orland. This is one of the most reflective and unifying chapters in the book. It ties together all the earlier lessons: fear, process, individuality, and the outside world, and shifts towards a larger theme: trusting the process of art making as a lifelong journey, not a series of performances. Core idea of the chapter: your art is a reflection of your humanity. The process of making art is not just about creating objects, it is about becoming more fully yourself. The goal isn't perfection but honesty. Every artist's real challenge is to keep speaking truthfully through their own voice. Key lessons. Number one, art is about the maker. Art doesn't come from inspiration alone, it comes from the person you are becoming through your practice. What you make and how you make it both reveal your inner world, your values, doubts, and questions. The better you understand yourself, the truer your art becomes. Honesty or originality. Number two is honesty or originality. Many artists chase originality, trying to make something completely new, but the authors argue that honesty is more important. When you create sincerely from your own experience, your work naturally becomes unique because no one else can express your inner world. Number three, trust the process. You can't predict what your art will become or how people will respond. The only reliable thing is the act of working, sitting down, making, revising, finishing, starting again. Trusting this process, even when you feel lost, is what leads to depth and authenticity. Number four, art and humanity. Making art is a deeply human act. It connects us across time and culture. Every artist, ancient or modern, faces the same fears. Is this any good? Will anyone care? Knowing that you share these struggles with the countless others can comfort and motivate you. Number five, the artist's life is cyclical. The creative life moves in cycles: enthusiasm, doubt, breakthrough, fatigue, renewal. These ups and downs are not failures, but rhythms of a working life. When you accept these cycles, you stop panicking during down times and use them as rest or reflection. Practical takeaways: stop measuring success. Success is not fame or recognition, it's continuing to make art with honesty and curiosity. Number two, keep working through fear. Fear doesn't go away, but your relationship to it changes. You keep creating despite it. Number three, art is self discovery. Making art teaches you who you are. It's a mirror, not just a product. Make for the long game. Build habits, not just bursts of inspiration. Think of art as something you will do for decades, not days. Common pitfalls: comparing your journey to others who seem more successful. Number two, forcing originality instead of allowing your natural style to emerge. Number three, judging your progress too early. Creativity needs patience. Number four, mistaking doubts for failure. Both are part of growing as an artist. End of chapter 7. Chapter 8. This closing chapter brings everything together into a final reflective message. That is, art is not just about making things, it's about living a creative life, one that continues despite uncertainty. Core idea of the chapter: art making is not a destination, it's a lifelong journey. The artist's real reward is not recognition or fame, but the ongoing act of creation itself. The journey is instant, but that's what makes it meaningful. Key lessons. Number one, the artist's life is ongoing. The authors emphasize that there is no final arrival point in art. You never solve art or reach a stage where everything becomes easy. Each finished work simply leads to the next question, the next piece, the next challenge. In this sense, being an artist is like being a lifelong student, always learning, exploring, refining. Art is made by ordinary people who have learned to work despite their fears. Number two, making art is a daily commitment. You can't rely on inspiration or luck. Art grows out of habit, rhythm, and consistency, not out of occasional bursts of creativity. Art grows out of habit, rhythm, and consistency, not out of occasional bursts of creativity. Even small daily efforts accumulate into a body of work over time. They use the example of a poetry class. One group was graded on quality, another on quantity. The quantity group, who made dozens of pots, ended up with better work. Why? Because practice built skill naturally. The journey is built on repetition, not perfection. Number three, the real reward are internal. Recognition may come or not, but the real reward is in the inner growth you experience. Each artwork teaches you something about your craft, your patience, and your courage. This internal change is what makes art making worthwhile, even when no one sees your work. Art and faith. The authors draw a quite parallel between faith and art making. Both require you to act without guarantees, to make forward even when outcomes are unseen. Trusting the process is a kind of faith. Faith in your curiosity, your effort, and your humanity. Number five, the community of artists. You are not alone in your struggles. Every artist, past and present, has faced the same fears. When you keep creating, you join an invisible community of makers who persist despite uncertainty. Knowing this gives comfort and strength. Your struggle connects you to something larger. Number six, embracing uncertainty. Uncertainty is not your enemy, it's the raw material of creativity. When everything feels predictable, art loses its power. The unknown, the part that frightens you, is where your best work often begins. Uncertainty is the essential companion of creativity. Number seven, art as a way of living. Art making teaches values that apply to life itself: patience, humility, courage, and perseverance. The discipline you build in your creative work strengthens your character everywhere else. Even if your art is never famous, the process makes you more observant, thoughtful, and alive. Number 8. The journey never ends. There is no final masterpiece. No perfect piece that defines you forever. When you finish one work, you begin another, carrying forward what you have learned. This endless renewal is not discouraging but beautiful. It means the artist's life always has purpose. Practical takeaways: keep showing up. Whether inspired or not, work a little every day. Number two, see each work as practice. Every piece teaches you something, even the bad ones. Number three, detach from results. Let the act of making be your success. Number four, stay curious. Keep asking new questions through your art. Number five, embrace the long view. Think of your art life in decades, not days. Growth takes time. Common pitfalls: believing that one success or failure defines your growth. Number two, thinking you must wait for inspiration before creating. Number three, comparing your stage of the journey to someone else's. Number four, forgetting that art making is as much about living as about producing. End of chapter 8 and end of the book. Final message of the book: Art and Fear ends with a gentle truth. That is, the artist's path is unstern, imperfect, and endless. But it's also deeply human and meaningful. Your job is not to conquer fear once and for all, but to make art alongside it. Every brushstroke, sentence, note, or design is a small act of courage. Keep walking the path. That journey is the art. Thank you for listening to the audio book summary of Art and Fear. We will meet again with the next book.